Hello, Taurus. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. We are working with the Raja Tarot deck this week, pulling out for our career, love life, and personal. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. Please use your own intuition to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, Taurus, we are working with the Raja Tarot deck, clarifying with the Rider Waite Smith deck. Getting into career, we have the Three of Swords coming out here. So Taurus, definitely not our favorite energy. This is the energy of betrayal coming out. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify this. The Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So, this could truly be, us feeling like we've betrayed ourselves. Okay, with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups coming out, I do feel like, we are somebody who's very creative here, who really, Seven of Pentacles here, I feel like we've maybe planted seeds kind of opposite of the way we really truly want to go in life. Like, I feel like we have definitely a more creative path. Like, the Knight of Cups is someone who, like, kind of is the dreamer. They believe in dreams. They believe their dreams will come true. Okay, let's clarify this Queen of Wands, please. The Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah, I feel like, this is a lot that's in our mind, and there could even be like, this could even be like communications coming in towards us that's really like making us think about our current situation. Okay, the King of Pentacles is on the bottom of your deck, Taurus, and you are, an earth sign as well. So I feel like it's very possible here that you're just acting mostly from a place of like responsibility. Okay, but you are really getting clarity. Okay, it might not feel good, this truth coming to light, right? This could be other people like just saying things that are really triggering. Like it could feel like people are being aggressive when they're not even being aggressive, when they're just like saying something, but it's really triggering for you. And the reason is because, I do feel like there has been this betrayal. And, it doesn't have to be you betraying yourself fully. There could be another situation here going on in our work environment. There could be someone who has like a kind of nasty energy that isn't really appreciating what we bring to the table. But I am feeling like we're really, with the Justice card coming out, we're really seeing, the way that we have been kind of keeping, like, we've been making our life unbalanced, right? So, but, even though it does hurt opening up to the truth about a situation, it ultimately is going to allow us to now take the proper path for ourselves. Okay, and everything always happens in divine timing. So, I feel like everything that you have went through, try not to be too hard on yourself, because everything you've been through really allowed you to perfect your vision, and now you are going to have a much easier time building this. Okay, let's get us An oracle from the Air Male Oracle. Have hope is coming out, and get inspired on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, have hope, Taurus. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's not too late to follow your dreams. It's never too late to follow your dreams. And, I feel like the choices that you have made that maybe weren't in your best interest, they were in the best interest of somebody. And yes, we can feel like we have betrayed ourselves when we have put a lot of effort into, being responsible. Um, but I do feel like, it's it's positive, and you have this dependability, this responsibility, that's also a skill that will help you in achieving your dreams as well. Okay, so let's move on into love life, and we have the Justice card coming out again, right? So I feel like, this could be connected. The way we're feeling in our career could be connected. Maybe this Queen of Wands is someone who we've had passionate feelings for. Maybe we're seeing, someone else who maybe, and no genders associated with this card. So, um, but maybe it is somebody from our past and we're seeing them. The Queen of Wands is definitely a very confident person. It can very much be an entrepreneur. Okay. So maybe we're seeing that, and it's, really affecting us. Like, really seeing this person live their dreams is really having us feel just, well, we have the Death card coming out. So that's beautiful transformation, right? But with the Seven of Swords, we could, what's triggering this transformation is being able to clearly see the ways that we've worked against our own best interest, right? Ways that maybe we weren't being completely honest, okay? Wow, with this death, this transformation is really making you want to take a leap of faith, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is coming out here. And the Five of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So, the Seven and the Five of Swords coming out in a reading, I feel like, with this Justice card, we're really being open to the ways that we have expressed ourselves that have gotten us further away from where we wanted to be. Okay. I do feel like it's interesting the way this Nine of Pentacles and the Fool is coming out. I do feel like in a certain aspect, we are wanting to, take a leap of faith away from security, right? I feel like potentially we have made decisions that were pretty, pretty messed up, right? I feel like we've kind of, maybe we've stolen somebody's energy here, right? Or we've just kind of tried to manipulate someone, or, we used a person or a situation here in the past to get what we wanted from them. And then ultimately, we decided here with the Nine of Pentacles that, we were just going to, be comfortable, right? Like that could have been our motivation. Like we just want to take what we can get to make ourselves feel good, to make ourselves satisfied. And, we weren't really willing to invest much elsewhere, right? Like we were just interested in investing in ourselves. But when we do that, the risk we run is that we are lonely. So I do kind of see you going through a transformation because you're really realizing that you have made very poor decisions that have, it's like, yeah, you have all the pentacles. Yep, you have all your pentacles. You're comfy. You have this nice, like, cloak to wear. You're looking good. Okay, but you don't really have that love in your life, right? So I feel like you are taking a leap of faith because you do now want that balance. You want to actually balance and invest in someone so that they can invest in you, instead of just having an imbalanced relationship where you're taking. Because ultimately, when you take from somebody and you don't invest the same back of what you're taking from them, then it starts conflict. So I feel like you're really seeing also, you're seeing an aspect of yourself that maybe you didn't see before, right? Where you've been kind of selfish and where you've kind of created your own troubles here. Okay. Let's get a oracle over this portion of your reading. Be direct is coming out, I do definitely feel, Taurus, like if you're having these kind of realizations, maybe it is time for you to take a leap of faith and express yourself, right? So that you can release this, so that you can move on to a new opportunity. Because I do feel like, you're truly being called here to release all of those things that do not serve you, and I feel like justice is here also. So you also have to balance the situation. And I do feel like you have to be direct. You have to admit, and be honest and make amends. And that's going to make you feel finally free from this situation, right? Because ultimately, this feeling of responsibility is going to follow you around, Taurus. You are, accountability is important to you, I feel, right? So if you're someone who expects people to act responsibly and be accountable, then how are you going to not be that, right? You expect it from other people. So if you're not delivering that, then that's going to make you feel like a hypocrite and create conflict in your life. Okay. In your personal, we have the Ace of Swords. So you are realizing that. Okay. Yeah. You're realizing that you're kind of the person that has kept yourself stuck. Okay. You're the one who has had these self-imposed limits. Okay. And when you have these self-imposed limits, I feel like maybe you might put some communication out there, but then it's just confusing, right? It's very confusing when you are willing to offer your energy, or when you, even more so, if you are willing to take, right? If you are willing to allow someone to give to you, but then in a certain sense you're not able to receive, it's just like this very confusing situation. Okay, what is this Eight of Swords, please? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I definitely feel like, to a certain extent here, we've put up boundaries to keep ourselves safe because we do not want to get hurt. Maybe we have been hurt in the past. And so we have restrictions, but I feel like we try to pass it off like it's work, right? Like we might have in the past like used work as an excuse a lot on why we were restricted when really it wasn't work, right? And maybe we didn't even quite realize that. Maybe we're realizing it now that it's It's been deeper all along. Page of Cups coming out. It's time to express yourself, right? And we're afraid. You're very afraid to express yourself, okay? And I do feel like it's because the things that you have to express, require you to get very vulnerable, right? To very much be very open, to open up your heart to somebody. And you could be a little bit afraid of the confusion that could even create, right? Um, but ultimately, you just have to do what feels right to you. Try as much as you can, Taurus, to get out of your head and get into your heart, okay? Because the mind here is not doing us a lot of favors, right? The mind is the home of psychosis. So we have to be careful in the mind. And we have to not listen sometimes when our mind tries to tell us negative things. Yeah, we have seek truth coming out, right? And slow down. So I do feel like it's okay, Taurus, if you are not clear on what you need to do right now, right? You can slow down, because I do feel like if there's been a situation in the past where you've like been in, you've been more impulsive because you were eager to, get whatever fulfillment you were seeking out of a situation. um we're now realizing that, that's one of the lessons we're learning, right? As we reevaluate this situation, we're realizing that we need to, you know, keep that same energy, that same responsibility that we have in other areas of our life. We have to keep that same energy when we're dealing with any human being, right? If it's someone romantic, a lot of times, unfortunately, people can treat their romantic interest worse than they would, treat anybody else, And, I can kind of sense that there is some of that going on here, where there is this, distrust and this need for self sufficiency that, ultimately really hasn't been our friend. It's kept us from being able to fully have faith in a situation. If you can't let go and trust and believe in the best possible outcome, you can never fall in love, right? Falling in love, truly falling in love with someone, requires you to be able to get very vulnerable and open yourself up to possibly getting hurt, right? So I feel like with this seek truth, this is us seeking our truth, um, because I feel like it could be a little bit hard for us to even access our own truth. Maybe we are someone who occupies our mind all the time with work so that we don't have to work on evolving. We don't have to look at those truths that are painful. Okay, but ultimately the truth is coming in regardless. And, I do feel like, a lot of times one realization can lead to another. So I feel like it is okay for you to go down that rabbit hole. It's Mercury retrograde. It's the perfect time to reevaluate so that we can try again towards our goals, and this time, do better. We have Leo, I will, and Gemini, I think, coming out. So I do feel like, Taurus, you are someone who has a very strong will. You are someone who wants to evolve as a person, right? And you're someone who thinks a lot, overthinks, here with this Gemini energy. But I feel like you are reaching a real understanding here, right? Because we got the 8 and we got a 6 here. And so with the 6, that's all about understanding. All right, the 8 and the 6, though, will reduce down to a 5. And with that 5 energy, that is conflict. So there's some conflict between what we want to, assert our will into, and then, us maybe overthinking that. So, it's slow down, right? Understand that it's not a race. You got some time. You don't want to go, even if you are going to reach out to somebody here, or you have amends to make, it's okay for you to take some time to think about that before you reach out to this person, right? Or, to do whatever it is that you need to do. You have time. You can slow down. You can, but try to make those decisions from your gut, right? Even with this Leo energy, with this will, make it from your heart, from your will center. Don't make it from your mind, the home of psychosis. All right, let's get you an affirmation, Taurus. An affirmation for your week. All right, we have, my patience is being rewarded. My time will come. My patience is being rewarded. My time will come. My patience is being rewarded. My time will come. All right, screenshot that. Take it with you in your week, Taurus. This is your affirmation for your week, and I certainly hope it is a wonderful one. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with a friend. I greatly appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.